ginger ale helps with an upset stomach. Or just, I don't know, headaches, whatever. Calms the system down. It's mine, so I don't really have to like drink out of a cup. Honestly, I'm too lazy to go downstairs and get one. But thanks for tuning in. This scent calms me down. A cocoon of calm, a sense of peace. Find your center as notes of yang yang and Palo Santos provide a tranquil haven away from the stress of everyday life. I've been meaning to continue this live of mine in regards to when I was going to read for the collective like 2 Saturdays ago, February 1st to be exact. I actually had prayed over the cards, I shuffled the cards, and I just never came back to do the reading. So I've kind of been not really wanting to. I guess I haven't really been in the mood to read the cards lately. But since like 2 weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, yeah, I pulled the cards. I just never read them. So this is what this video is for. Reading for the collective. This could be in reference to past, present, future. This energy is fluid. It could have already happened, can be in the process of happening, or it has yet to happen. Please only take what resonates. Let me see. What am I going to do first? Okay. So I had pulled from Animal Tarot. I had pulled from the Angels. I have pulled from Fairies, and I'm going to close it out with a Moon Oracle. So, thanks for tuning into my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thank you for being present. Thank you for connecting. Hopefully something in this message, can't even speak right now. Hopefully something in this video, there will be a message for you. If it doesn't sound like your story, please do not force it. But yeah, I've been kind of like burnt out lately. So, much needed break. All right, first card is the Nine of Wands. And if you know anything about horses, they are very powerful, okay? Resilience, protective, courage. A horse rears backlit by the sun, which is pierced with 9 lances. The horse has long been associated with freedom, power, hard work, and the determination required to work through adversity. The sun, a symbol of power and energy, has taken a few blows, but the horse rears to show it's ready to plow forward anyway. The Knight of Wands symbolizes fighting through. Though it may be difficult, we must be resilient in the face of adversity. We might be beaten up along the way, but will emerge stronger than before. When upright, the Knight of Wands tells you that you've taken a few blows, encountered adversity in its truest sense, but still stand tall to take on what will come next. You may be feeling run down and cowed by all that life's thrown at you, but keep in mind that for every hurdle you clear, there's one more victory to carry with you. Strength comes from confronting adversity head on. It may feel daunting now, but as long as you keep pushing towards the finish line, you'll come out stronger than you ever thought possible. Excuse me. You have people who can support you if others try to kick you while you're down. Know who your friends are and send the rest packing. You have the tools to progress. Use them, okay? Next card, Knight of Swords. Aw, thanks. Actually, I feel a lot better. A much needed reset. Okay, Knight of Swords. Feels hot as hell in here, but it's because my brother had the oven on. he was cooking bacon and making freaking cheese sandwiches, grilled cheese sandwiches. But I'm like, I had the heater on earlier, but earlier it was cold. Like now it just kind of feels hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Ambition, motivation, forward thinking. Oh, the collective got some good cards. A vermilion flycatcher darts through the air amid a shower of shooting stars, a sword tucked behind its wing and eyes locked on its prize. Flycatchers, as the name implies, are skilled hunters who take to the skies in search of small insects to eat. They employ skilled flying techniques and whirlwind darts to nab their tiny prey. The Knight of Swords speaks of great energy to push forward and the assurance of a keen mind. We are reminded to always look to the next goal and be ready to grab it the second it comes into view. When upright, the Knight of Swords suggests that you're on a mission and won't let anything stand in your way. Overall, you're an ambitious and driven individual, and you're using your intellect to get through obstacles. Taking action is your first instinct, and if you're assertive, you'll have an easier time getting what you want when you want it. While it's beneficial to take charge and dive right in, don't move too quickly. Think through your actions before leaping into the unknown. Engage with others who share your drive and forward-thinking habits. You may be able to motivate each other towards bigger and better things. And the last card is the Seven of Swords. I feel it's important to point out all these cards have knives in them. So this is the Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, and then here we are with Seven of Swords. So you do have to fight through. You have to use courage to push through adversity, obstacles, just unwanted energies that come your way in order to make it through to the other side. Like, life is as sweet as your perception, right? If you think that your life is terrible, don't be surprised that your reality reflects that. If you believe that despite your obstacles, life is still beautiful, you will find the silver lining. It's all about how you choose to view things, how you choose to respond to things, how you choose to handle things, how do you choose to move on from things, heal, grow from things, how you choose to allow it to broaden, your understanding and your perspective. Dishonor, trickery, betrayal. A black widow spider crawls carefully along the length of a blade, her path sharp and her vision clear. Black widows are extremely poisonous creatures. They devour their mate after sex, so famously represent betrayal and deceit. The Seven of Swords is a card of lies and backstabbing. It reminds us to take care. We too don't end up as victims at the end of a friend's sword. I don't know, it took me a second. Like, I had to pause to digest what it was saying as I was reading it, so I will repeat this sentence again. It reminds us to take care. We too don't end up as victims at the end of a friend's sword. When upright, the Seven of Swords indicates you're embroiled in a sticky web of lies, deceit, and betrayal. Yes. Don't let him in here. Yes, I just fed him. It's because he knows you guys are eating. I just fed him, Mom. Put him back in the crate. Remember how I said my brother made, like, food? I fed my dog before my brother was done eating or cooking, whatever, long story short. And I put him in his crate so my brother could eat in peace, okay? Because when it comes to food, he just loses his mind. So even though he just ate, my mom said, like, he's acting like he didn't eat. If you smell food and food makes you happy, of course you're going to act like you didn't just... I don't know. I need a vacation, man. Okay, where was I at? When upright, the Seven of Swords indicates you're embroiled in a sticky web of lies, deceit, and betrayal. You may be the one sneaking around with bad intentions. If so, you have no guarantee of getting away with it. Take heed and correct your course. If you are the victim in this situation, be wary of those around you who may not have your best interests at heart. Prioritize yourself over others, and if necessary, consider taking some shortcuts to get closer to your ultimate goal. You may need to be selfish if a situation arises where you are asked to sacrifice one thing for another. Fleeing from adversity to protect yourself at this time will only yield short-term safety. Come to terms with the fact that you will eventually have to face whatever it is head on. Excuse me. Dark secrets, poisonous thoughts, and unspoken guilt will destroy you from the inside out. Ooh. Dark secrets, poisonous thoughts, and unspoken guilt will destroy you from the inside out. So make sure you have a clear conscience. I don't know what the hell this was. That is it from the it's hot in here from the let's hear. Now we're gonna see. I'm gonna do the fairies first and then the angels. Okay. Alright, so yes, my mom does spoil my dog. You know, she told me this morning before I was leaving for church. She was like, yeah, you forgot to close the gate. Because normally, like our patio gate, there's no lock to it. I thought I closed it because in the morning I'll clean up after my dog, then wipe down the area so I rinse off like a urine or whatever, and then I go on about my day for work. And she was like, one of the neighbors had to come and tell me, because she let my dog out to use the bathroom. She was like, I was wondering why he didn't like scratch or bark at the door. One of the neighbors had to come and tell her that my dog was out of the gate. So I'm happy they got him back in one piece because he is a very smart dog. She's like, yeah, he just wanted to play. He kept trying to like stop and then he would run. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And I know it's because I haven't really, well, no, he's always kind of been like that, but I haven't really been taking him on walks lately because I've been trying to rest and it's been cold. But she was like, yeah, then one of the neighbors, young guy, had to help me get your dog back in here. I was like, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with double checking that the gate is closed because like when I leave for work, you know, after I clean up after him, I'd be like out of here. So I thought I closed it, but evidently I didn't. That was the first time. Oh Lord, yeah. No kids for me. None. He keeps me on my toes. Okay, we got 2 cards from the fairies. $16 and $31. I want to say it's Flights of Fancy because I've pulled this card before. Flights of Fancy. I need a new phone, but I'm not buying one. It's the least of my concerns. Or I need to get my screen fixed so it doesn't glare. But what was I gonna say? I look forward to when I can just be without a phone for a little bit. That'll be after like my court stuff is over. So when that comes, I can just go MIA. Okay, where were we at? Okay. A fairy gives the baby a ride of their life. High above the trees they glide, enjoying each other's company. The fairy holds tight to the baby's legs, securing the child to her back. Meaning, this is a joyful card. One of the enduring trips and moments spent with someone you care about. It's time to take a chance, break out from your daily mode, and allow your imagination to fly free. What is that? Was that in the book? Yeah. Trust in yourself and be open to new possibilities. Flights of fancy, like daydreams, give us the input we need to climb higher. Next card, 31. Because the phone is not that important right now. I want a vacation. I'll get one, don't worry. Okay, so gossip. Ooh, that's one of the reasons why I'm leaving this job that I'm currently at. I know you sometimes become a product of the environment that you're in, but you still want to remain true to your energy. Like, I've talked, but I mean, my life doesn't revolve around work, but I still have experiences that I've been blessed enough to learn from, to go through while being at this place of business. But it's like majority of the people in there, all they do is gossip. So I look forward to Saturday being my last day there, because it's kind of like, instead of gossiping about other people or what other people have going on, like, reflect on yourself, you know? Like, don't be so worried about the next person or other people. Like, aren't there things about yourself that you can work on, or you can change, or you can get better at? Like, my life does not start at this job. It doesn't start when I walk into this place. It doesn't start when I clock in that building. Yeah, I just look forward to being free from energies that more than likely don't have much of anything going on outside of that place. Because if they did, I don't know, I feel like their attention span would be much, much broader than there. Like, I don't know why it seemed like my screen got darker. It's up though. Yeah, please keep that shit to yourself. Okay, 31. Two children are talking. The boy in the red hat is boasting, and the fairy is listening to all the tall tales and lies the boy shares with his female companion. Meaning, no one likes to gossip. Beware of what you say and to who you say it to. This card suggests you be truthful to yourself and others. Be aware of those listening when you least expect it. If you are too focused on being the center of attention, you'll miss something important happening right in front of you. So I'll repeat that last sentence again. If you are too focused on being the center of attention, you'll miss something important happening right in front of you. So there's nothing wrong with talking. I honestly do it. But being that we are blessed with 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, you want to listen twice as much, more than you speak, to give others a chance to voice, use their voice, as well as voice their opinion or voice what they need, and just, giving a reciprocal energy of allowing someone else to speak and speak freely. Because if you don't listen, or you talk more than you listen, it will be an unbalance, and you can miss important details that could probably help you better navigate or move throughout life. Because sometimes we can be reflections of each other to a certain extent, and we can also be total opposites too. So and then I'll repeat this again too. Be aware of what you say and to who you say it to. This card suggests you be truthful to yourself and others. Be aware of those listening when you least expect it. So just, a lot of people probably don't think in this manner, but your word is bond. Be a woman of your word. Be a man of your word. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And if you don't mean what you say, then more than likely you shouldn't say it. Or you should just be more careful of what it is the words you use to express yourself. I've experienced, as of lately, common sense and intuition. Not everybody is blessed with it. Some people may have one, some people may have both, some people may have neither. So just protect yourself to the best of your ability. And I will leave that there. Okay, so next is the angels. So the angels have to say, I use these cards in a cool minute. Get a superstar, that is what you are, coming from above. Okay, so the first card, I feel like I'm reading this in opposite, but this is the exile, Azizio, Azizio. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Azizio hoped that his self-imposed exile would ease the tensions between the Watchers and humanity. Seeing hatred in the eyes of those who had once loved him was more than he needed to justify departing the company of his brethren. Although the world around him was peaceful, Azizio could not release his mind's grasp on the suffering he had witnessed. Wandering the desolate expanse beyond the furthest pastures, no amount of solitude brought him peace. He was a servant with no master. Card meaning. Regardless of the cost, you may need to commit yourself to goals that are laid in front of you. Your actions may not be without controversy, but that is a sign that what you are doing is laden with importance. You may suffer loss and heartache, but the path is clear. The next card is the Prophet. Coco Biao. Knowing of the catalysm did not stop it. Coco Biao was resigned to the reality of his, I wanted to say immortality. I don't know, but that's not the word. The word is mortality. Coco Biao was resigned to the reality of his mortality long before the first signs of tragedy stained the land. Embracing futility, he challenged himself to make peace with the limited time he had left. The future was set. Card meaning. There are portents and signs that are not to be ignored. The urgency of this reality may be doubted by those around you, but there is a very real possibility that you see something that they don't. Cast your eyes to the future. A message is calling out. And then also it was brought to my attention to share that the freaking page number is 77. So you might want to look it up. 77. You could just look up what angel number 77 means. Spiritual meaning of angel number 77 or angel number 77. However you see fit. Okay. Last card from the angels is Absbiel. They got some interesting names. Angel of Ruin. There's like a skull he's holding in his hand, and then he has like a bird-like face. And his fingertips are black. Like, I don't know if you can see right here. So I feel like something is being destroyed for a new beginning to arise. But keep your faith. Let me find this angel. From one corner to another. Okay. Absbiel. The great sage Absbiel was a beloved storyteller. There was little he did not know, at least a little about, and there was no topic on which he was not willing to speak at length. What? Okay, let me start over. The great sage Absbiel was a beloved storyteller. There was little he did not know, at least a little about, and there was no topic on which he was not willing to speak at length. Gifts were brought to him regularly from those who wished to gain from his insight. This was a tradition that he loved, accepting any manner of well-considered contribution. His orations, orations, am I saying that right? Orations, I feel like I am, started at dawn each day. The constant stream of tokens he was presented with meant he spent his days speaking almost without end. Despite his agelessness, Epspiel struck people as an old soul. He would smoke an elaborate wooden pipe and taught many men to do the same. Propping open the corner of his beak, the pipe made the appearance of a smile permanently affixed to his strange bird-like face. I said bird. It was a tragedy when his mind began to fade, but he still remembered the world as a glorious place, even long after it passed into chaos. Domain, hope, severance, shipwrecks, card meeting. Revealing this card is a sign that it's time to let something go. Failure to allow things to come to a clean end will force them to remain in a state of disrepair. When you are finally forced to acknowledge the end, you will have wished that you'd acknowledge your loss sooner. A door to the healing process is open if you have the courage to walk through it. I will repeat this again. A door to the healing process is open if you have the courage to walk through it. So, severing tides. Releasing what you don't need to welcome what you do. Okay. Last card, which is from the moon. Show the world the real you. There's a lady depicted in the moon. Maybe she's in an oasis. Maybe she's in a bath. Maybe she's in a shower. Maybe it's a stream. Maybe it's a river. Maybe it's an ocean. It's water involved though. And she's, washing herself, cleansing herself. So maybe it's time to release your burdens. Maybe it's time to release what no longer serves you. More than likely, it's time to close out this chapter, to start a new one. You're going to be constantly turning pages. You're going to be constantly writing. You're going to be constantly, filling in your experiences that you've been blessed enough to live through, to grow from, to learn from, to just, share with others. And it is your life story to share, to experience, to, just be present. And so, sending you love, light, healing vibrations. I pray whoever this message was for, they were able to receive some kind of insight. If it doesn't sound like your story, please don't force it. See and flip the roles as you see fit. This is a collective reading. It doesn't just pertain to one person. There's many people in different parts of the world experiencing different things or similar things, just in different ways. So thank you again for being present. Thank you for being interested in what I have to say. And that was pretty much it of that reading. Again, I think my messages moving forward, they're going to be channeled messages. I needed to read this last collective reading that I had pulled like almost 2 weeks ago. I just kind of been lagging it. So there you have it. No problem. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Sending you love, light, healing vibrations. I hope you have a blessed day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, wherever you are, or morning. I don't know, depending on where you are in the world. But I know tomorrow is Monday. Have a good week. Have a positive week. Have a fulfilling week. Do something that you enjoy. Even if you have to go into work, just make sure you find some kind of like fulfillment within that, regardless of the energies around you, regardless of what people may throw at you, regardless of being understood or being misunderstood. You still have a place in this world. Don't allow that to discourage you from what you've been asked to do, what you've been called to do, or what you should be doing. You know, honor your soul, honor your life purpose, honor your life mission. Be honest with yourself, because I wanted to say honest. Honesty, transparency. Start it with you. You don't have to be honest with other people if you don't feel like it. Like, if you want to be secretive, if you want to be private, if you want to be low key, you want to just be chill, like, you don't have to get too deep with people. You can keep it as surface level as they keep it with you, or you can be authentic, you can be natural, you can be genuine. You don't have to be fake, but just pick and choose what energies you're going to entertain and what energies you allow in, as well as like the energies that you put out, because we are all held accountable, whether we understand it or not, for the way that we move, the way that we treat people, and the way that we tend to view life is going to determine, you know, how we're going to be able to live. Everything plays a role. So you matter. You're very important. You're very valuable. You're probably more important than you would understand, but it doesn't change it. So thank you. Namaste.